It's a Reese Can't Sleep stream. The best kind of stream. I'm here with Cabin.
Hello.
Your water bottle made just the nicest squeep. Oh, man.
A thirsty lad. A thirsty boy.
Thirsty lad.
Need to wet my whistle. Ooh-wee.
Man, get that whistle all wet. Yeah.
Nope.
Huh?
No.
What?
No.
Why not?
Just waiting for this Minecraft game to...
This new Minecraft game, have you heard about it?
Yeah, new Minecraft just dropped.
new game. Dude, it's like Terraria.
What? But it's 3D. It's 3D Terraria.
Oh
End process. Yeah, I would like to end the process.
That'd be actually like really funny if everyone like didn't know about Minecraft first. I hate that leaf.
It came out at like the exact same time, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. I truly don't know.
I think they came out like in the same like year.
Do I want bath salt flooring or blackstone flooring? That's a real question.
What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, Terraria release date.
Terraria.
Okay.
What?
Terraria came out first.
Oh.
Yeah. May 16th, 2011.
By how long?
Minecraft came out November 18th.
Oh, so like only... Not that long.
Oh, but Minecraft was publicly available in 2009, I guess, but it's official released.
Okay, then never mind.
So,
Minecraft came
stupid.
first.
Stardew Valley came out in 2016.
Holy. Feels like
Don't
it's been out
Starve
forever.
came out in 2013?
I remember Don't Starve. Don't Starve was really good.
I never played the solo. Played the
I'm going solo.
Oh.
I played it by myself. I was decent. Played it with Toby a lot. Like the Don't Starve together.
You were a lumberjack main.
But we I don't think I was. I don't remember all the classes, low-key.
There was Woody, who was the guy who could turn into a gopher or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Bro, your ass. I just said I don't remember. Why are you trying to get affirmation?
Because you played it more than me.
Yeah, like maybe 3 hours more. I did not play that much of it.
Don't Starve characters. There's Wilson.
Okay.
I'm done looking at this.
Nice. Took 0 time to get uninterested. I'm done looking at this. Is Minecraft just not letting you in?
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out. It just doesn't seem to be working.
That's not great.
It could be better.
Could be.
You don't say.
Oh, good heavens, I've flown. Okay. There we go. I just dug out like 2 blocks underneath me, and I was fairly certain they were safe, and then I just like fell into the absolute abyss.
Really?
It was a good time. You should try it, bro.
Try falling into the abyss?
Yeah, it's actually like kind of fun. That's honestly, it's just skydiving.
Skydiving.
I wish you could like reverse skydive. Which is, I know it's just flying, but I would be okay with like if we just had anti-gravity, but only like very uncontrollable. So you just like fell upwards. That'd be sick.
I'd try falling up.
That'd be terrifying though, because like if you get too high, you just suffocate.
Maybe in an enclosed room, perhaps.
Nah. We don't take those safety precautions as humans. We used to put radioactive crap in condoms.
No!
That's actually true. It's horrifying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that I'll use that as the response to that. That's fine.
What happened?
I just lost a little streak I was going for here in this little game.
Are you gonna play Minecraft?
Dude, I'm trying. Okay, trying to load up the game.
I'm just asking.
It's not working. It's not working.
You don't have to yell at me. If I wanted to be yelled at, I'd just go home.
Go home. Okay, I get it. The game crashed. Let me play.
No. Nah.
No.
Don't want you to. Bye. Dude, I wish customer service was like that. Where, like, if you just hated a customer, you could just be like, nah.
Nah.
I know it's a bank and you want your money, but you're being quite rude, so nah.
Try again later.
Try again. Never. It's mine now.
Well, I think banks are required to give you service, right?
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, imagine if you
Like,
did.
Walmart can be like, sorry, sir, get out.
Sorry, sir. Suck my toes. Okay, nice. Actually, sir, we don't like you.
Oh, look at that. We got that MOJANG Studios. Loading up.
What?
A riddle wrapped in mystery.
Sounded like...
come on, dude. Right when I press play. Right when I press play.
Sounded like you had a stroke. Not gonna
closes the game. I was just narrating the load up screen.
I was just goofing and gabbing. That was a classic.
An unexpected issue occurred and the game has crashed. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Are you? Are you really?
Come on.
Are you really sorry for the inconvenience?
They're not. It's Microsoft. They released Vista, dude. They don't care.
I'm gonna make a company called Applesoft.
I feel like you would get sued immediately.
For Applesoft?
For Applesoft? Yeah, if you sell anything electronics.
Like batteries even? Just batteries?
You might be able to get away with batteries, but also, why would you name it Applesoft? Yeah, got you there. Got your nose.
Got me. You don't.
Kevin, I have your nose. I'm holding it against
Do
the
not.
swirl.
Back.
Nope.
Now.
Nope. Can't have it. Did that ever get any kid? Like, truly?
What, got your nose?
Yeah. Like, does any kid actually truly believe it?
I'm sure they were, like, at the age where they weren't old enough to understand it, but, like, got your nose made them cry because it was, like, kind of creepy.
Maybe.
You know?
Like
kind of like the Easter Bunny. You know?
Sorry, Kevin, the Easter Bunny made you cry?
No, I'm saying, like, kids get scared of mascots, like, costumed, like, Disneyland and Easter Bunny Santa sometimes. Probably, like, that age.
Isn't that for kids?
Possibility.
I'm so confused.
Dude, it's more often. Dude, have you ever been to a mall where there's a mall Santa? You'll hear crying every once in a while.
Well, a mall Santa is very different than, like, Mickey Mouse costume.
Actual Santa? Yeah, of course.
No, I just meant, like, mall Santa is usually very creepy. Half the time they're drunk.
No, half the time they're jolly guys.
Yeah, sometimes half of them are. You know what? Half of them are. But I've witnessed one too many just very clearly drunk Santas. And they'll still ask the questions and everything, but they're just intoxicated.
What did you like for Christmas?
What would you like for Christmas?
A clean shirt,
Oh, that poor kid.
Yeah, you'd get Mall
Yeah,
would be under
yeah,
heat.
you'd get
That mall would be under heat.
That was some decent commentary, Kevin. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd get
You would, dude. So would.
Yeah, you'd get Just so dumb.
Dude.
Oh my god.
How many times is Minecraft gonna crash?
Oh, is it still crashing for you? God damn.
Cannot be played on this device.
It's just not
Excuse me?
Just not
I didn't think this would.
I
I didn't think Minecraft
Sorry,
Java sunsetting was gonna happen so fast.
What are you playing on?
I'm playing it on iPad.
You just have like the Shrek TV.
Yeah. My TV is actually like
Come on,
in the stomach of a Ronald McDonald statue.
Oh my god!
Like a Grimace statue.
You have a Grimace gaming system? That's actually kind of awesome.
That'd be terrifying. Like, oh yeah, let me boot up Grimace.
I don't know what Grimace is awesome.
Grimace is terrifying if you're sitting at Grimace all day.
If you're sitting at Grimace,
dude, just adding. Oh, what are you doing playing on Grimace all day?
We're so gunched already.
Dude, I can't even get on.
If you're staring at Grimace all day. Oh my god.
I think you'd start to go a little.
I mean, all he is just goo.
No, he's a chicken nugget, isn't he? But he's purple.
There's no way that's actually what he is. There's no shot.
Oh, this is worse somehow.
Oh no, you looked it up. You got the details. I'm a little
Grimace was created. He was originally Evil Grimace.
Okay,
his
Evil
name.
Grimace. Perfect.
And he was. Oh God. Okay, so Evil Grimace before he became Grimace. Evil Grimace was a scaly, four-armed creature who stole milkshakes.
Okay.
But now he's just Grimace. He's not evil. He's supposed to be a taste bud.
Dude, what?
Grimace, the purple mascot from McDonald's, is apparently supposed to represent a taste bud.
I did not get that at all.
But it could also embody a milkshake or a blob.
Okay, so he just has like no official existence. He's just
supposed to be a taste bud.
What the heck?
He's supposed to
Purple?
be a taste.
Okay, none of them make sense. Like, Ronald McDonald doesn't even look like a normal clown. He doesn't. He looks like an insane clown. Like, I've seen clowns. They usually have, like, he's just normal enough. And, okay, let me finish the sentence before you go, Ronald McDonald is not normal. He has, like, only red hair. And he has, like, a lot of matching colors on him. Like, he's not just, like, the usual clown insanity. Where there's no theme. It's just, like, oh, God, like, just every color imaginable. And, like, pointy hair. He's basically just a normal guy with an afro that's, like, dyed a different color. That's why I'm unsettled by him. Then you have, like, the burger thief, right? Isn't that one?
Hamburglar? Come on.
Yeah, oh, chill. I haven't played in a McDonald's play place for at least 10 years. Okay,
but how would you forget about Hamburglar? That's
it's
such
not
a good
deep
name.
lore that owns.
Dude, that's such a good name.
It's
dude.
funny, but like, it's not. It doesn't own real estate in my head, bro.
Hamburglar. Come
Okay,
on.
I'm
It's just
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry I didn't get the Hamburglar. Why are you taking it so personal?
because what did you even just call him? Just what
The
you call him
hamburger stealer?
the
That's what I don't know. I don't know what I called
the
him.
hamburger stealer. You better not have said that.
I'm pretty sure I said that. So, take it. Take it or leave it. How high does this go? Till there.
I will take it. I will take your hamburgers because I'm the hamburger stealer.
Because I'm the hamburger stealer. I'm gonna steal it. Your hamburger.
Hamburglar because it's a
great.
Okay.
Oh,
dude, they should do like a skit where it's the
get
hamburglar who's like, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal
the burger
recipe for the Big Mac or whatever.
Okay.
But it's like Nick Cage being the hamburglar.
I feel like Nick Cage would
probably
do
an
that.
SNL skit.
Yeah, but
that's like an SNL skit.
Very not good. Yeah, it's not good anymore.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Never mind.
On
Tiny
occasion,
Tiny Horse with Timothée Chalamet, hilarious.
Is that one a song?
Yeah, it's a song, right? And he's just like, there he goes, he's my tiny horse.
That one's not bad.
Every
once in a while, there's some good ones.
Well, I think so. The thing is, like, half the time, it entirely depends on the host. So, like, the host, whenever they have like an actual host, like an actor or a singer or something like that, apparently the process is that they actually like have to run by almost every skit by the host, and the host decides whether or not it gets into the show. And I don't know if this is always the way it was, or if we were just blessed with many hosts that were like decently funny or like didn't actually care that much about the process so that the professional comedians could be comedians. But I only know this because apparently, and I love this. Do you know Steven Seagal?
Yes, I'm sadly have been aware of this man.
Apparently, this guy is the worst SNL host because he pitched the most insane, inappropriate, like, skits known to man.
I'm sorry. What?
Steven Seagal pitched the most just wildly inappropriate, like borderline evil, like, sketches. I read an article and it's true. It's actually true. A sketch that he pitched was that a woman is in a therapist's office because she was sexually assaulted, and then the punchline is her therapist sexually assaults her.
Jesus. Come on, Steven Seagal.
And Steven Seagal thought that was hilarious. And I'm laughing now because I genuinely cannot like believe a human that makes millions and said that exists. You know?
He really just let himself go. What is this guy?
What do you mean, Steven Seagal?
Yeah,
he never really was in shape though.
Yeah, but at least he looked like
his first movie,
normal.
His first movie, his hairline is just gone. And then like it made a ton of money because he was like, you know, like it was that 80s just crappy movies were really great because it was just like the action man decade. Right? So it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Steven
was in
Seagal
everything.
hosts the worst episode of SNL.
Yeah, it's considered the worst SNL because he just like pitched the most. Like, who pitches that?
Dude, can I play this game?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just who pitches that?
That's terrible.
Like, I can't even like. I've come up with some pretty questionable humor.
He seems like he's in the same category as
I don't think I could ever like pitch that and like genuinely laugh. Like that's an evil sketch.
That's evil. I'm trying to think of who am I thinking about right now.
I don't know. Explain. Who are they?
Chevy Chase. I feel like he kind of always got like a Chevy Chase thing going.
See, the thing is like Chevy Chase was actually funny at some point, and
he was like the announcements, right? He was like the Weekend Update guy. He came up with it. No, he came up with it.
Are you sure? Because I thought it was like Norm Macdonald was like one of the first.
No, he took over.
Okay, I don't know.
I think
Chevy Chase can actually be very funny. He is definitely racist and sexist, but some of his jokes that aren't racist or sexist are actually hilarious. There's plenty of them. Like he can be very funny. Like
he came up with it and then he left after a season.
Yeah, no, I think he can be actually funny. I don't think Steven Seagal ever had talent.
He just looks like a completely different human being.
What do you mean, like between
like now?
Yeah, like he clearly had at least hair work done because his first movie, his hairline is middle of his head.
No, he's very clearly wearing like a
toupee.
Toupee.
And then second movie, bam, back to like 20-year-old hairline. I don't know. Like he got famous because of what was it? What?
He was in like some action movie.
He was in that action movie where they're on a boat and Tommy Lee Jones is a villain that legitimately plays the harmonica in that movie. I don't remember what it's called. Under Siege? I think it's Under Siege.
I just don't understand the whole like sunglasses thing.
Oh, where he just wears sunglasses. He's like the bowler.
Like he's wearing like the worst sunglasses, right?
Huh?
He's wearing like the worst type of sunglasses too.
Not the worst type. The most effective sunglasses, but they look the dumbest.
No, he's wearing like the tinted ones. Like he's wearing like yellow tinted sunglasses.
Oh, is he wearing yellow tinted trucker glasses?
No, he's wearing like the little tiny, little red or yellow, depending on what picture he's in, I guess. Yeah, like he's wearing like these like.
My favorite thing is he's still making.
He was sworn as a sheriff. What?
Huh?
He's a sheriff, I guess, of some place.
Yeah. Although, like, if you watch anything with him, oh my gosh, there's like a video of him like talking about him training volunteers to handle school shooters. Insane. First off, just like Steven Seagal training volunteers, so not even like your most well-trained people, to deal with the most complicated situation. Right? Like a pumped up kicks situation. And it's Steven Seagal, and the way he talks about it is like he clearly has no idea what's happening. He can just shoot. Like he's good at shooting.
Steven Seagal.
No, the thing that gets me is like he claims credit for like the spider. I forget his name. One of like a very famous UFC fighter had like an insane like move, and like Steven Seagal like claims credit for it, and like people believed him, and then like the fighter himself like came out later and he was just like, "Oh, you're finally in." Huh? He's not in. Just the second he connects. I went one too high. Oh no. Yeah, I went one too high. Piss off. Just having one of those days. I just could not sleep. It was awful. And I'm sick, but I'm like permanently sick. I got a CT scan Friday. Just don't want to do this, man. Probably have a fever right now. Are you back?
See how long this.
Oh.
Really? Right when my Discord starts working again, I get kicked off the game. It's almost like they're connected by some reason.
You can have game or you can have Discord. Pick one.
They kind of are.
You get no choice. Pick one. You have no choice.
Why is a
Alright,
cat here? What the heck?
Whatever.
Bro.
Did you know I throwback to the Hamburglar. They, I guess, released Happy Meal toys,
Of
where
them?
Grimace,
Yeah.
Hamburglar, whatever the the chicken girl's name is, and then some random little guy wearing a McDonald's hat. They just made him with 4 eyes. Just a
Grimace?
Hamburglar with 4 eyes,
Oh,
and
what the-
Grimace with 4 eyes. Yeah,
That's some
With
cursed
4 eyes.
content.
Yeah. Unnerving set of toys with 2 pairs of eyes.
I don't like that.
McDonald's is launching Happy Meals for adults, featuring an unnerving set of toys with 2 pairs of eyes. Oh my god! This article was posted on my day of spawning. All right.
Could just say birthday, man.
I know I was trying to say something else, but then I couldn't figure one out. The day of my birth.
Yeah, I spawned in.
I dropped. Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping? Tilted
US?
Twisted
Okay.
Towers? I don't even know. But you didn't have to.
I would totally kick this
Okay.
punt Hamburglar so far. That dude tried to steal my burger.
Dude, if that guy tries to steal my burger, I'm gonna kill him. He's dead. You hear me?
Dude, I don't know, dude. If a comically dressed like guy who's like, yeah, I'm dressed as a burglar, comes up and goes, nah, I'm gonna steal just your burger.
Yeah, not
Like,
even the
what
fries.
is not even my fries, not even, I don't know, money.
Bro, he wanted your burger.
He just wants my burger.
And he's hungry. Sorry, I'm laughing because of how visceral your reaction was. It's like, if this tiny guy came up to me and tried to eat my burger, I'd kill him.
I specifically said punt.
Yeah, I know, but it was obviously your tone of voice was not that. You were murderous,
So
my
help
guy.
me if I see that stupid freaking guy come up and try to steal my burger.
You just
my
hate this guy.
burger
My burger.
that I paid for or made.
I'll
Depending
kill
on
him.
what type of burger. It's lights out, burglar guy.
You sound like every guy who's never fought before,
Yeah,
right before a fight.
Oh, dude, it's automatic. Dude, lights out.
It's your move,
lights
burglar guy.
What are you gonna do about it, burglar guy?
As the adrenaline's running and their brain's like not thinking straight. It's like, what are you gonna do, burglar guy? Dude, what?
Dude, what are you saying? You try to steal this burger.
Why are you punching
Lights
this?
out.
Why
Lights
are you
out.
punching this homeless man?
Try to steal my burger.
Try to steal my.
He was wearing a
burger.
mask.
It's 2021, dude. It's
Bandit mask?
It's pandemic. People can't afford N95s. I don't care. You try to steal my burger.
That was clearly a bandit mask. Dude. Let's see. Which is the most hated McDonald's character?
Is Michael Jordan? Stop it.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, remember when he
Ranking
did it like a?
McDonald's characters best to worst tier list? No, I'm not gonna.
I feel like Ronald McDonald is like mid at best.
He's B tier for sure.
He's terrifying,
McDonald.
dude.
I don't want to go to his play place.
Go
Okay.
on.
Well, here
Take a
are the
couple
characters.
drips.
Awfully thirsty. So we have Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, don't
solid
like him.
B tier. B for
Bungus.
mid Mac. Big, whatever.
Really
Birdie,
put a lot of...
the early bird. Whatever.
Don't
Who's
even know that one.
The little chicken girl, I guess.
Her name is
I don't know.
Bernie.
Birdie.
Birdie. Okay, never mind.
And then we have Mac Tonight, which
He sounds awesome.
he's the moon.
He is the moon.
Well, no, he's the moon guy who sings the song.
He's just
And then like
the
Didn't
moon.
he become like a propaganda for some?
I'm realizing, Kevin, that you definitely went to McDonald's more as a kid than I did.
Mac Tonight is from like the 80s.
Cause I don't know any of these. Like, I barely remember Grimace.
It's I've only seen the ads because it sings. No Grimace known about it until the internet, and then Birdie is just the bird girl, which I don't know. Apparently, there's Officer Big Mac, and that's it. There's only 6 characters.
Sorry, Officer Big Mac?
Yeah, they didn't try. Obvious F tier right there.
Officer Product We Sell.
Yeah, exactly. Officer Food. Oh, do you think the Hamburglar tries to steal Officer Big Mac?
No, because, like, that's too deep lore, dude.
Oh, because Officer Big Mac is literally just a burger on a human body, like a burger for a head.
Like, that would be too actually funny. There's no way a corporate organization came up with that.
What, Officer Big Mac, a burger who's the head, it's a policeman whose head is a burger?
No, the concept of the Hamburglar constantly trying to steal another human, like another person, because they're a burger.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's literally what he looks like. He's just a burger with eyes on top of an old policeman's uniform.
McDonald's, how do you disappoint me day after day? Come on.
Their main mascot is Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, no, I know that.
The creepiest clown known to man. I feel like there's not much they really need to do to disappoint you after that.
Okay, you don't have to defend them.
To be honest, I don't think any fast food restaurant have good mascots.
The Burger King, like, remember the one that like just had the face mask and like ran around doing pranks in the commercials? He was hilarious.
Are you talking about the Hamburglar?
No, the Burger King King. Did I stutter at all? It was just a guy wearing like blue king robes, and he was wearing the Burger King mask, and he just ran around doing nonsense. That was hilarious.
This is a weird image that I just found.
Chick-fil-A's decent. The cows, that's kind of funny.
It's just the Burger King standing next to a girl in her underwear. It's like on the main Google search when you just look up the Burger King.
The Burger King.
Down a little bit.
just the Burger King at a Victoria's Secret show.
Oh, but it's not even like it's not even like, you know, like some like weird backrooms picture. It was like a photo shoot. It looks like.
My God, dude, this is why I liked the Burger King, is they were just absolute mad lads. You just did the most just insane crap with them.
My favorite mascot is the Taco Bell.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That came out your mouth just now.
Yeah, did. All right. No, I don't think Taco Bell has a mascot.
Yeah, it's the bell. It's
No,
it's
that's the
Baja
logo.
Blast.
Yeah, the incarnation of Baja Blast, just like a man made of Baja.
Okay,
Ooh,
hold
I
on,
like
hold on. The
That sounds
Kool-Aid
awesome.
Man,
Yeah,
awesome.
Kool-Aid Man's awesome.
I know it's not a fast food place, but awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
guess we're
feel
just
like
talking random
single
mascots.
brand mascots. If we get to brand mascots that are like outside of fast food, awesome. Pillsbury Doughboy, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, the Hawaiian Punch surfer guy.
Sure,
That guy's awesome.
that one's not in my memory.
Yeah, it's not that cool, but I always just thought he was awesome.
Um,
I don't really care for Hawaiian Punch that much, but that dude was awesome.
Hawaiian Punch. Way cooler if it
Oh,
it
the
just as a
icy
cat.
polar bear guy.
The Coca-Cola Bears.
Not the Coca-Cola bears, the icy
oh,
guy.
the icy. Is that a brand or is that just ices?
Ice E, spelled ICEE.
Okay, I guess I didn't know
It's
those
a
were
brand,
brand.
yeah.
It's like
It was like
Kleenex.
the brand that made the machines, I guess.
Oh.
In or something, maybe.
Grimace.
Technically,
is a taste bud.
they're called slushies.
Grimace is a taste bud.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Just have a
recall
flashbacks
that.
to that. Why is
There's
he
something
purple?
that happened. His tongues are purple.
What?
What?
Just because tongues are purple, you idiot. What?
Dodoy. Dude, what is going on?
Oh, are you gunched?
No, actually in Minecraft, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, I saw him.
I'm down in the old 32, just checking in on some stuff. Checking in some stuff. I'm just looking at chests, seeing if there's anything that gets me to think about making something.
I'm ill, dabba dee dum die. If I don't get cured, I'm a frickin' die.
All right, let's see. Let's
Dude,
take a list. Let's make a little list.
We're gonna have vulnerable Reese moment for exactly 3 seconds. I don't need sympathy. I just need you to listen. I'm actually super stressed because I'm having another CT scan on Friday. Because like I have like permanent infection and they don't know why. And I'm spooked because CT scans are the #1 medical related cause of radiation induced cancer.
That's pretty creepy.
So I'm just
Well,
I'm not having a good time. Cuz I just know too much about radiation. So
radiation.
all right, back to whatever it was you were saying.
I'm looking at this list of these builds that I'm working on.
Okay,
and the list of builds is being currently made in my brain. We have factory.
Okay.
And we have tree.
Yeah.
And that seems like it's it. And I don't want to do either of those. So I'm not.
Okay.
Gonna.
I'm not.
I can't really think of anything to build right now. Oh, well, okay. Crash anyway. Okay, Minecraft, listen to me.
It heard you, Kevin. It was like you clearly
It was
don't
offended.
want to play.
It was offended. It was offended. It was like, nah.
Fine, if you don't want to play, you don't have to.
If you don't want to play the game, don't.
Just don't. Yeah,
So
I'm finishing up the dwarf building finally. The mines aren't done, but okay, that side is done. But I figured I should get the exterior done at least.
Yes, the exterior.
Good job, me.
Well,
okay, there's that.
Well. Okay.
All right, we're just gonna leave that where it lies. I am upset about that. All right. I love the original Christopher Reeve Superman music, and it genuinely pops in my head at random intervals. And that wasn't what I was singing, but the
Yeah, I know that was the Jurassic Park, wasn't it? No, it was close. That was that Marvel.
what the heck is
Which
Jurassic
one is that? It was Jurassic Park, right?
It might be. I think it was, but now all I can think of is the How to Train Your Dragon. That.
Mm.
Which is a movie I want to watch again because I wish Toothless were real.
He was cool. I don't know.
He was definitely... That was like such a fun movie. It had just the right amount of world building. And then like... Actually... like.
I really liked how that came from the book.
Huh?
It was a book. It was a book series.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I like how like the movies successfully deal with like, and it's not all the movies. It's the second one a lot, but getting comfortable with disabilities cuz like Hiccup loses his leg.
I thought he lost his arm.
No, he loses his leg.
Yeah, it sounds more correct. Right. Because
he has to
hook
like,
it up to the
like latch thing. But
Yeah,
then like
that's
he
cool.
bonds with Toothless because Toothless like left like you don't.
No, because Toothless was missing a wing, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was missing a tail wing,
Uh-huh.
so he couldn't like glide or he couldn't steer.
I am future cozy apocalypse survival.
Excusez-moi, madame.
I'm looking at the. It looks like your sim character.
Why are you looking at my sim character?
I'm saying this looks like what your sim character I think looked like. Because didn't your sim character have a beard?
No, I hate
No.
facial hair though. It never happened.
Oh, dude, this guy is on an island that is shaped like a plane. Right. Wait, no, I think that just is a plane.
What are you watching? Dude, this guy's on an island that looks like a plane. It is a plane. The ultimate twist to Lost.
It's just like covered in like grass and trees and moss. I was like, why is but I think it's just
Dude,
it's
no
not
way. This guy
This guy's on an island that's shaped like a plane.
Oh my god. Sorry, that was really funny, Kevin. This guy's on an island that's shaped like a No, it is a plane.
I thought it was. I was fooled. All right,
How
I'm just
does-
looking at
How do those
looking at
correlate?
if you saw the picture.
Which I didn't.
Yeah.
Oops.
Darkest Dungeon 2.
I never even beat one.
I never even bought one, even though I have had it on my wish list for.
I played it. It's
years.
really hard. I also just like it was one of those games that I decided I would play without like looking up anything. And I think that's a bad call with that game.
Yeah.
I think you should look stuff up because I was trying to figure it out on my own.
Is it similar to that Spire game?
What the heck is Spire? Spyro?
Slay the Spire?
No clue. It was like a weird.
A deck builder, right?
It's not a deck builder. It might be a deck builder. I haven't played it in like 4+ years, or whenever it came out. It's it's you have like different classes, and one of them is just the leper, which is weird. um, but no, you have like four different. You have like a bunch of different classes and everything, and you like try to delve into the dungeon, but then you have to like go back and like make them feel better in between like sending off, but like everyone dies. It reminded me of a little bit of XCOM, because it was just like, because XCOM on the hardest difficulties are just like, you're gonna bleed out, it's just a matter of how fast, kind of a deal. Like there's no you're gonna win the game. If you beat XCOM on the hardest difficulty, you're gonna win. It's not gonna feel good. You're gonna win by like
XCOM.
Yeah, you know XCOM.
I hated XCOM.
Oh, I loved XCOM. I thought it was a lot of
I
fun.
don't. What is it like? That's like turn-based.
It's
Like
turn-based
party.
Strategy.
It's like turn-based. Yeah, it's like hex grid, right? Sorta.
I have no clue what that is. It's just turn-based, and there's a bunch of blocks.
You have tiles that you can move
Yeah,
your
you have
guys
tiles
to,
that
right?
you can move them, and they can be in and out of cover, and all that stuff. XCOM actually had a really fun first-person shooter called the Bureau, which was really good.
What was that first-person tower defense game?
I know exactly what you're talking about. If it's the sci-fi one that was like white and blue towers.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was really fun.
I always wanted to play that.
Toby and I played it for a bit. It was really fun. It got a little like tiresome because it felt like you were absolutely necessary. Like if you weren't constantly shooting, you would just lose.
I believe this is the game.
You know what tower defense shooter is really fun?
Is it called Sanctum 2?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I have Sanctum 1, which is just like an actual which is like an actual like tower defense.
But do you know which tower defense game that you are like a character involved in the mayhem? That's actually really fun. Orcs Must Die.
I don't know what that is. Oh, Orcs Must Die? I just saw Orcs Must Die 3 on the tower defense.
Yeah, I know. I actually just bought it. That one, Toby and I have played every single like level all the way through. But it's really fun because like one of you both are like, you're different characters because it's a co-op game, right? Or at least you can play co-op. And there's only 2 characters in like the main 3 games, and they each have
like
like
2 classes, like only 2 kind of characters.
Yeah, there's like a knight and the witch, and they have like different stuff. Like the knight can have like a blunderbuss or a sword. It's pretty simplistic, but it's actually crazy fun. And it is incredibly difficult on certain levels. Because like each level definitely has a meta, and some of them are just like, you need to knock off all of the stuff into like the lava pits on the side. And if you don't do that, it gets like really, 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 really difficult really fast. So that's like one complaint I have with the game is there's 100% metas. That's not too bad.
It's like every game ever, though.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like kind of like a bad point. You know, you're like, every game has metas, so it's not something you can really be like, come on, balance stuff out better.
It was fine. I mean, like I didn't really hate it.
I'm not even saying like in that game specifically. I'm just saying in general.
Just like in general.
I
think it's just very difficult to balance games because like you're never gonna get the same complexity as real life. And real life is like really wonky.
It's easier to balance things if there's less stuff. Just like make less stuff. I don't know.
Sorry.
Just have less stuff. You know, make
But
all the
also,
classes
like,
different.
oh,
You know,
sure, yeah.
have like I mean, Deep Rock does a really good job at that, right? I think pretty balanced, right? Just they have like 4 classes. Everyone's kind of got like a role, and everything, all the weapons ever balanced.
Yeah,
You know,
but
every character's got.
then you just like don't have complexity.
There's complexity. What do you mean? There's 3 primaries. You can choose from 3 primaries, 3 secondaries. You know.
Well, then the balancing is just the weapons in that game.
Well, they already. I mean, the classes are balanced based on their abilities too,
I
their
guess.
mobility
I
and
just
stuff.
like if you're arguing that like
I'm talking more so for. I'm not talking like something like League where it's gonna, that game's
God,
busted.
the game will
It's
never. Well,
ruined.
it's busted because they just made the foolish decision to come out with a new champion every month.
Well, that's
Um,
how they get people to keep playing.
well, that's how they get people to buy stuff because you
Yeah.
play a new champion and then you buy their skin. But it's just terrible for the game because it gets you can't. They have 150 champions. You cannot ever realistically balance that many champions. I
They
think.
don't care.
Yeah, they don't
They
care.
don't care.
I think literally I think the only chance League has anymore because they're running out of steam. They're still growing. Their player base is still growing, but it's started to significantly slow down. Like the growth. So I think League is like getting to a point where it's actually like gonna start losing players. Um, I genuinely think they just
Yeah,
need
that's like the question.
to just do what Overwatch did and just like make Overwatch or make League of Legends 2. Where it's like basically the exact same game, but they need to like just revamp it completely and just like it's as someone who like kind of loves League of Legends and like has played since season 2, not season 1 unfortunately. Um it really sucks to play that game now cuz it's just like so clearly not balanced. Um like it used to be there's a character in it called Echo and he has like an ability, his ultimate is that he rewinds time by 3
Yeah.
seconds and like heals some of the health back and everything. And that used to be the most overpowered thing in the game because you would just press R and then go back 3 seconds.
Is it like the entire game goes back 3 seconds?
No, just him, but like
Oh, just him.
he restores a portion of the health, like the damage that he took. But it can be really gimmicky. So like you back, but then you can like press R right before you like your little shadow that you teleport to um comes back. So you went back to base, but then you just immediately show up again because like you pressed R and you exploded and it deals damage. I remember that being the absolute most overpowered thing ever. Like it was infuriating because it was just like, oh, Echo used his freaking thing again. I hate this. It's so just like mid tier now.
That's like power creep or something, you know.
Well, it's because like every new champion has to have gimmick, right? So they came out with a guy that like can run
just better.
that can run through walls. But then like after him, every single champion had some form of either running through or dashing over walls. Cause like they had to be the same like level as him, otherwise people wouldn't play him. It's just so bad. And there's
just happens.
there's no real way to fix it is the sad part. Like that's why it's so
that's
rough to play.
just I mean, that's just like what happens when you when you plan when you're not. I mean, it's already been a long time. The game's been playing.
Yeah, it's been like
It's a lot of games, right? It's been like it's balancing where long term and like profits is. So they want to make sure the game's profitable, but they also want to keep it alive for a long time. They've obviously put more focus on money than keeping the game alive,
100%.
and it's
Yeah.
like catching up to them. It's a lot. That's I mean that's a thing with a lot of games. Like a lot of games have that problem where they try to over monetize it, and then the game becomes like more and more unplayable over time. But it happens so slowly. The next thing you know, it's like, oh wait, only 10 of these guys are good. Oh well.
Well, a lot of them are good, but it's just
Well, oh yeah, no, it's like or
it's
like
become
this is the
so
meta you
rock
have to
paper
do.
scissors.
This is like, oh, you have to do this.
It
Your
is.
team has to do this. You oh, why'd you choose to do that? You shouldn't do that. You should know better. Sorry. Oh,
Oh yeah.
you
The
wanted to use this item. You wanted to have fun. Sorry, you lose. You didn't choose the
yeah.
correct item. You didn't choose the
Yeah.
right character.
Well,
Like
I
I
always
hate when games
laugh.
become like that. It's just not fun.
What's rough about League is like the reason people loved it originally was that they catered heavily to the players. Um, so you've played the map, right? Like you've
The
played it.
one map.
Yeah, the main map. Do you know the jungle, like the whole jungle?
I don't know. I don't really.
But do you remember how
I,
there were 3 lanes and an area between lanes?
yeah, I understand. I understand the like the base layout of the game.
Yeah. So originally, like Riot Games did not think that there would be a jungler. They genuinely thought there's one person mid lane, there's 2 people top, and 2 people bottom. And the gamers themselves came up with a meta of putting someone in the jungle and harvest, because the idea was like you would just go to the jungle in between like minion waves. But it became way easier, like way more profitable to have someone top lane gain a bunch of experience and someone in the jungle also gaining experience. So you would just be a higher level than the other people in your match. So it was really cool. And then they like started creating jungle items and they like did a bunch of stuff like that. So they definitely like followed the meta that the gamers themselves made. And now it's like they will literally nerf the crap out of a champion if they're being played contrary to what they were purposely released as. Like
Good game design, man.
well, it's just like it's so they release someone and they're like they're supposed to be a jungler. And then someone starts playing them top because like they're actually really good at top, and they'll just be like, "No, we're not okay with that. They were supposed to be a jungler." And then they will like either nerf items or they will like nerf base stats. It's just gotten to the point where like it's very clear that Riot like thinks they know best, despite like that would just be wrong. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's a game based on enjoyment and also play style. And
That's like every game is supposed to be like based on having
yeah,
fun.
but it's just like so
Like-
there's no knowledge base that the players are missing compared to the developers. Like yeah, the development side of things. Obviously, all the gamers can't code League of Legends, but I mean like gameplay wise, there's no black box here. It's not like the presidency.
Well, the thing is, I mean, they're not. I mean, a lot of the developers for League are probably not coding the game anymore because they probably they're just reusing abilities at this point.
Well, yeah.
It's like we can just change the values on this, so like they're really just kind of dragging and dropping things around.
Oh yeah, for sure. What I mean is like the creators seem to genuinely think that a small team of like 20 people knows what's best for the game. And
Is that how small the team for League of Legends is?
I think the entire League of Legends, so graphics by far takes up the most of their team, because they have Riot Games who's making up they make Valorant, they make all these other things. So like Riot Games is a big company now. Like they make Arcane. Okay. They have part of their company is just film. They have 3,000 employees.
League, yeah, that's what I just saw here. Yeah, for League of Legends, Wild Rift, Runeterra, Teamfight Tactics, and Valorant, it's
And also
like
Arcane.
somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000.
Yeah, but that's
I don't think Arcane's involved in this list here.
I mean, it probably is somewhat, because I know they have like music making people that are part of Riot Games. It's a very diverse company, and they have a very small number of people. And the graphics department, I know full well the graphics department takes up the most time, because that 100% in anything takes up the most time. CGI in movies takes the most time. Like just graphic design on any level is the longest part of a project. Unless it's advertising where you just have to come up with a logo. That's also very hard, but like coming up with a logo is not going to be the longest period of time. It's going to be the logistics of like actually lining up where it's going and all that stuff. Anyway, I know their graphics department is the biggest part, and it's like there's a small number of people that play the game and are also on the development team. And it's just blatantly obvious because like one of them just like actively said that Yumi, who's the easiest champion to play in the game, isn't hard to play. And that's just false. It's just false. She's just the opposite of every other champion. So for like people who have never played the game before, by far the easiest champion. By far the easiest champion. Like one of my friends, he had his like he had a new player hop on, and the new guy was just like, I'm playing Yumi because this is the easiest champion. But then like League of Legends legitimately was just like, well, their win rate isn't that good. So like
isn't that the character where you just like attach yourself to someone else?
Yes, all you do is attach to someone else and buff them. So obviously your win rate is not going to be
game.
Huh? You just
like
attach.
Not a game.
The most complex thing that Yumi does is she can hop off the champion, block a skill shot coming at her person, and then hop back on them. Like the most complicated thing is your friend gets low health, you hop off them.
Yeah, I don't like that game really.
It's not good.
Not a huge fan.
It's also wildly inaccessible to new people. I think it's a very good game for what it is. I would argue it's one of the best MOBAs. If not like actually the best.
I just don't like MOBAs because that's like an inherent issue with MOBAs.
Yeah, to keep them interesting, you have to ruin them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're like MOBAs are just inherently bad, like new player experiences, and they'll just keep getting worse.
Oh,
and then
100%.
Also they're just bad continuous player experiences too, because the game gets worse. Like it gets harder, so it's worse for new players, and then the game gets worse, so it sucks for people who play games. I don't like MOBAs.
It's completely fine.
I don't know.
If you don't get attached to things.
I don't know.
If you're just willing to play new champion every month, it is probably the best experience. Like figuring out for the people that love figuring out a new
playing
champion,
games that I just like predominantly won't like complain at. That's kind of what it is. It's just like fuel for complaining at it.
It is.
Which is just like not a fun experience.
But it's also like really fun when you win. Then you get like excited and it feels like you actually earned it. That's like the thing
but that's like every game is fun to win.
Yeah, but MOBAs like it hits different.
That's the thing with every game.
How difficult it is.
No, it doesn't. It hits different on any game you like to play. If you like playing CS:GO or Valorant, and you win, it feels pretty good.
Sure.
If you lose, it sucks.
I mean, like
Rocket League. You win a Rocket League, it feels good.
It doesn't feel like as good as my League of Legends games.
Like your League of Legends games are like are longer than Rocket League games, and CS:GO games are like 40 minutes. So yeah, it's like the same kind of thing.
I just
same kind of thing. It's because you put in a lot of time.
I think it's because in MOBA style games, if you understand the game enough, you are acutely aware of how much you actually have to do to win. And if you're actively aware of that, and it's not just like, because like League of Legends is incredibly complicated, like overall. There's like wave wave timing. There's like literally like back timing. There's just so much involved compared to the pros and all this stuff, that if you can like understand it and apply even a fraction of that knowledge, it feels amazing because you're actively like just doing so much.
It's
'Cause,
just
like,
understanding game mechanics. That's just
but it's
what
not. It's not.
being
But
knowledgeable about a game is.
it has
That's
it
every
has
game is
more.
like
Yeah, but
every
it has
competitive
the
game is like
point
that.
is the point is League of Legends
It
has
doesn't have more weight because it's a MOBA.
it has way more layers to it
It
than
doesn't
like,
have more than every other game.
dude, it does. I've played Rainbow Six Siege, and Rainbow Six Siege is like which angles are best, and do you have reaction aiming?
I've never played Rainbow Six Siege.
But that's like that's like a
It's different
comparable
skill
game.
sets. It's a completely different skill set. It's just understanding and being good at a game's mechanics and liking the game and winning.
But it's like the difference between chess and
you could
checkers.
you could use
like,
that.
It really is, because checkers is a very
No,
basic.
it's not the difference.
I mean,
League of Legends is not that complicated of a game in in comparison to every other competitive game.
To most competitive games,
it's
it
not
100% is.
It's not that complicated. I mean, yeah, you have to memorize characters. Sure,
No.
what they do. That's just called like studying a wiki for a while.
That is not it, bro. Then you just don't know the game.
Like, I don't care about the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you think that
yeah,
is
you want to do you have like waves for creeps, when to take things. I get all that.
It's
but that's not
when
like,
you can manipulate wave timing and all this stuff to impact.
you can manipulate. Yeah,
to actively get in the way of other people.
Do you know all of the strategies you could do in CS:GO? No, there's a ton of different like micro mechanics that you wouldn't understand, like you wouldn't do because you don't know, because you don't play games that much, like that game, like CS:GO that much, or like another competitive game that I don't even play. I don't know every mechanic about it, but it's the same.
But shooters are
thing where it's
inherently
not
just like less strategy, more like there is strategy. There's 100% strategy to shooters, but you're gonna be significantly better at shooters if you can just aim.
Aiming is like the first step, is like team, like where you want your team to be placed, your communication skills with your team, when you want your timings to go, when you want to throw your nades, when you want to take sites. I mean, there's tons of like team-based strategy where you all have to work together to be good.
But like League of Legends is that for 40 minutes with 0 matches. That's just one match.
Yeah, CS:GO is 40 minutes for one match.
It's not one match. There's rounds.
It's round. Yeah, rounds is different. I mean, that's part of the game. There's the economy of your weapon, like of your team, is dependent on the prior rounds.
League of Legends has like so many layers to it, but it all hinges on each single layer. And I think that shooters, you can have a lot of strategy, but if you were like, the reason League of Legends to me is so compelling is because the pros make significant mistakes, and even the best player in the world can't carry a team because he can't just clutch win.
Yeah, but that's all just like not fun to watch. I don't know.
I mean, sure, I don't think you've watched that much, to be honest.
Because I don't like the game. So I'm saying I don't care if I win or lose in that game, because I don't care about like the strategies or the game mechanics. I get it, to a very basic level, because I don't want to put in the time to understanding them. But I'm saying that a certain game, because it's the game you like and you understand, is the more complicated, better feeling game than every other game. Of course, you're gonna have the opinion because that's the game you like to play.
But I'm saying the reason I like to play it is because I've played a lot of games, and it's really the only one that is like complex enough to hit as hard when you win. Like it
Okay.
really is. Like I've played a decent amount of CS:GO, dude. Like, and I played it enough that like it was very clear to me that the most important skill is reaction aiming, and that is my
That's
least. That is my
kind of
least.
just sort of untrue, but
Oh, it's 100%. Any shooter, that's the fundamental
no,
ability.
I'm not gonna accept. I'm not gonna accept what you think the correct thing is because you don't play the game. I don't play League of Legends. I'm not gonna pretend what the most important thing is.
It's a MOBA. The most
I've
important
played,
thing
but
is your ability to like handle all the micromanaging.
sure.
Like shooters, the most important thing is can you aim? And I can't. And I don't want to like get good at aiming because it's just reactionary. It's just hours. There's no real thought to it. It's instinct, which is fun, but I like real life instinct stuff. Like boxing, that's a ton of fun. And there's a lot of thought that goes into that too, but like it comes down to
You
whether or not
can't
you
you
like
can't.
trained enough.
You're that's just understanding how to play a shooter. That's not even that's like every shooter. That's like the bare minimum of like playing shooters.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Just being able to shoot.
I played a
What?
lot of shooters, and CS:GO has a ton of strategy in it, but it still is fundamentally just that. It's just at the end of the day, there's a ton of strategy, but if you are like relatively close in strategy, simply whoever can like spot a pixel and aim at it faster is gonna win.
Mm, no,
If you have
because
relatively close strategy.
position yourself differently. I don't know. It's like I'm just not. I just don't agree with you.
But it's
Oh my
just
god.
pointers. I don't know.
Just
I
found a
don't.
celebrating Pez. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, first of all, timeout. You have 3 hours in Counter Strike.
Huh?
You have 3 hours in the game.
Okay,
You have 3 hours in Counter
I
Strike.
legitimately play it more at my friend's house than I do at my own computer, so sure.
Hey, I'm just. You can't like bog down like the a game down to the prime like the basic aspect of like how you move and you use your like your player.
Okay.
Like that's like you gotta learn and you gotta figure out what your your spray patterns are, when you should be pushing and stuff. There's a lot of I don't know, man. It's just it's not just about like it's not just shoot.
I I I agree with you there that it's not just shoot. What I'm saying is that just shoot, your ability to just shoot is way more important than your ability to just skill shot in League. That's my point. Is that there is a
Well,
lot more to League than
just shoot
just.
gets you out of like the lowest ranks, but then once you get to
Yeah,
like
but just shoot is also
no,
a thing in League, which is just skill shot. My point is that like there's the world's best player in League, Faker, who is amazing at skill shots, like unbelievable. This man's insane. Okay? He doesn't win a lot of the time because he will get outthought, outsmarted and all this stuff. And I've watched CS:GO tournaments and all this other stuff, and it very often just comes down to like, oh my gosh, like they both saw each other at the same time, and whoever just aimed better in that moment won.
yeah, but that moment and who wins the round isn't the game.
No, I know, but I mean, like, it's just so often just that where it's like they position well, they do all this stuff, and like there's a ton of strategy that goes into it, but then they both saw each other at the same time. There was just so much of that, and there was so little. What I really liked, what I like about League is like it's the same map, and it's just 5 people, and every single game just like is absolute insanity in pros. Like they're all different.
No?
And CS:GO is the same way. I just don't think it has as many layers of complexity, which makes it like less fun. But that's like the difference between like Risk and like Warhammer. Like they're not inherently better than one another. I just think League hits harder because like you had to learn so much to get to the point of winning. And CS:GO is way more like intuition. And there's a lot of like stuff in others, but like at the end of the day it feels way more intuitive than like active
It's
thought.
just a different just a different type of skill set. Yeah. That's really just what I'm trying to say is that the ways to be good at CS:GO or a shooter, maybe Rainbow Six fits in this. I don't know. Maybe Valorant's pretty similar. Valorant's got a little bit of the character stuff, right? It's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that goes into what you need to be good at it. And in CS:GO, it's a little more dependent on you being good at, shooting, having good reaction time. Yeah, that's a thing. Knowing when to do things, knowing where to be. That's part of what you need to be good at the game.
Yeah.
The things that you need to be good at in MOBAs is different. You're not manipulating in a 3D plane. For most extensive purposes, it's a 2D top-down game. You can disagree with that if you want, but generally, it's kind of relatively, top-down. There's two different, vast games with different, skills and things that you need to learn. I know you think wood is more complex, but that's just the complexity that applies more to you.
Sure. I mean, I guess I don't think it is and it isn't, because there is so much give and take in League.
There's a lot of knowledge you need to have about League, be good at it. Sure.
Yeah, which ups the complexity. If you have to, that doesn't make it better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it.
I'm not saying you do.
I 100% think it's more satisfying to have learned more knowledge and then win. Like I just think it is. I really enjoy Rocket League. I play that a ton. I play it probably as much as League of Legends now. It doesn't hit as hard.
Well, the games are shorter, and it's more about being good at mechanics. That's just the game about being good at mechanics.
But I'm saying that mechanics are something that just come with time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like being rewarded with being good at something.
Yeah, but it's something that comes with time that like.
Yeah, it's practice. It's time, it's effort.
You can actively practice, but you can also just kind of like wing it and get better. Like I have. Like I've watched 0 videos on how to understand Rocket League, and I'm high diamond almost champ. Like I've spent 0 time actually trying to get better at the game. I just play it.
It's just fun. I don't play it to be good.
I know, but I'm saying like League of Legends
That's fun.
Like is a game that like just inherently you cannot just wing it. If you just wing it, you will eternally be in bronze.
You can't really just wing it in Rocket League because you'll just be eventually if you're winging it long enough, you're basically just practicing. So then you're
but you're
not really winging it.
That's winging it. That's winging it. I have done.
Yeah, but of course, yeah, you can wing it. You can probably wing it in League of Legends until you figure things out. It's the same thing. It's just time.
Okay, sure, but I think my point here is that you would play like literal hundreds of thousands of hours, not hundreds of thousands of hours, but insane amounts of time in League of Legends and get almost nowhere compared to where you would get in Rocket League because it's mechanics based. There's very little, unless you on a pro level where you're actually just like passing and all this stuff, there's very little strategy. Are my 2 randos pushing? I should stay back. Are they staying back? I should push. that's largely the strategy. If is he on the right side, I should be in the center or the left. Like it's very basic strategy. Until
I
you
mean,
get to
it's just soccer.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying it's very basic strategy unless you get like up to a super high level. And even then, it comes down to teamwork strategy, not just like your brain. And the reason I think League of Legends hits harder is because there is so much more active thought, not mechanics, not intuition, active. They have moved here, I have to move there. Um, or they are missing, where are they, based on like the small amount of information that I have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's why.
and then it's also like, okay, so they're missing, what are small things that I can do to edge ahead compared to this other person. And there's multiple things you could do. That's what I like. Shooters, if you don't see them, your first priority is to find them or gain better ground, and that's kind of it.
Maybe. I mean, watching.
Yeah, but it's so
waiting for
so
rush,
wait,
letting your team know.
wait and watch, or
Communicate with your team,
push.
make a plan.
Yeah, but I mean, like whereas League of Legends, nobody's on it. You can delay the wave. You can rush the wave. You can take objective in jungle, specifically one that's like other thing.
You can fake bomb. You can do a fake rush. You can do a lurk. You can sneak behind someone. You can. There's stuff like that you can still do.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's just like, okay, so if you have no idea where they are, if you genuinely have zero information on the enemy,
well, no, you know where they are because you know the map.
Okay, but I'm saying like there are parts of League of Legends where the vast majority of the map is not visible to you.
Yeah, well, so you don't know where you can't see the map. You can't see you can't like see their like a little dot on the red thing. You can't see like where they are unless you see them. You can assume where they would be, where they're holding points.
But I mean, like the thing with my point here is that in CS:GO or any shooter in general, it very much comes down to position, and it feels like a team fight in League to me.
Where it's a team-based game.
But it feels like just the team fight part of League of Legends, where you all roughly know where each other are. You don't know for sure, and you're kind of probing each other, and you're doing feints and all this stuff. But it feels like just a fencing match, where it's a small, like, contained area, and you're just constantly trying to feel out what the other team is doing to see whether or not you should attack.
Do you get more? Here's the real question: when you win in League, do you care more that your team won or that you did really good? What makes you feel better?
That I did decently, and that like I contributed to at least some part of it. I contributed my role. So if I'm the tank, I immediately check, did I tank the most damage? Like it's a team-based game. I want us to win, but like at the end of the game, I want to know if I successfully did my job. Cuz there are very clear-cut jobs. And like, did I do well? And it feels, but I'm saying like my point is that it feels like shooters are fencing, and League of Legends is preparation and also fencing. Like, because half of the game is just trying to make the opponent have to deal with you being better than them because you've gained more gold and experience from the map without them knowing.
Yeah, like, I guess. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, if CSGO had other stuff you could do to, like, get more money, but, like, the other team didn't, that's what I mean. Is
get kills with worse weapons, get a higher payout, buy an op to the second round, screw everyone over. Oh, that guy got a knife kill. He get more money.
But I mean, if there was like random stuff off to the side that had nothing to do with the other team.
Yeah, but I mean, the other thing is like CS:GO is just a faster game too. So
Yeah,
it's
but
more like, it's like
that's what
comparing
I
it to
mean.
Rocket
Is
League
it
too.
just
Like one time.
feels like fencing. It feels like an incredibly complicated, hard to do thing, but it's not all.
Well, you're doing the battles.
Yeah, but I mean, I
But the
like League of
battles are.
Legends where you're in the laning phase, and the laning phase like dictates the rest of the game, because it's just like whether or not you were able to outsmart, outplay, outfarm, out experience your opponent, and it genuinely comes down to every second of every game can completely change it, and there are times when you were just very clearly outclassed because like not because they had better mechanics than you had better mechanics, but they just every single time you fought them they just had more experience because they would leave their lane in between minion waves and go and get the jungle, or they would counter
Yeah, that's
jungle.
just like, I don't know.
And
I don't think that's fun.
yeah, but I'm saying it's like so much
I
it
know.
is
I'm
so
saying
much more complex.
it's again, it's got a different complexity to it.
Okay, but this whole time you were saying it wasn't more complex.
I'm not saying it's more complex. I'm saying it's equally as complex in completely different way, like a completely different way. I'm saying like there's like an equal amount of like
I don't think there
complexity.
is. I think that CS:GO is a lot of the same complexity that's in League of Legends, but League of Legends has more. Cuz team fights in League of Legends are basically setting up for a team fight, and also team fight is just CS:GO.
Well, CS:GO is a three-dimensional game, top-down game. So there's, you know,
Okay, but there's also like extreme fog of war in League of Legends, not corners.
okay. Uh, I I'm sure there's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that's like long term with League. I'm not denying that. Just, I don't know.
It's just a game that has, to me, more complexity because there's way more layers of stuff going on and way more stuff to keep track of. And because of that, it makes me feel better when I win because I just kept track of more stuff. Because it's like the difference between like
Yeah,
being
I
in
don't
a
care.
battlefield than being a general. That's and also participating in the battle.
Yeah, I
That's
just don't really. I don't like care about keeping all that stuff. I like being able to communicate with my four friends I'm playing the game with, make a really cool plan, take a site, clear it together, and win the round. And then next round we have more money, then we steamroll, or we don't, we get stopped. It's it's just a different. It's a different. I don't know. It's just a different experience.
yeah. The whole point of me like
I know.
arguing
I'm
this is
just disagreeing with you.
I think I just get a bigger kick out of, and I think
I know you get a
most
bigger kick
people
out of it.
would get a bigger
get a bigger
kick out
kick
of
out
a
of it.
more complex thing.
I don't know. It's all right.
I mean, you just haven't played it as much, and you also you're. I have to remember that you're joining a different game than the one I joined. Because
Yeah, I
I
mean,
joined League of
I'm also
Legends.
playing a game I don't really like.
Yeah, but
I'm not.
I think you might like it if it was when it first came out because it wasn't this complex. It wasn't 150 champions. It wasn't all these different metas that change every
Yeah, but
season.
it's not 150 champions. But it's not though. Like,
I mean, it
think
is.
I won't see all of the champions. Like, I don't. I've.
You eventually will. Over the course of,
Yeah.
if you played it for
Eventually.
2 years, you will see every single champion at least once.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, at least once.
Well, you won't see Aurelion Sol ever because he got nerfed beyond belief, and hasn't been in a single game. I don't think. I think he has the lowest play rate, but they're reworking him.
I just don't really. I just don't find that like super enjoyable.
Well, it just comes back to like it's just the inherent nature of MOBAs is to ruin the gaming experience for anyone who wasn't there when it started.
Yeah.
Because I've learned all this stuff over the course of multiple years.
Well, yeah, because
And you would
played
have
it
to
for the whole time.
you have to learn it immediately. So it's just it's just not gonna be fun.
I mean,
because like I think like something like 75% of the player base is in bronze.
yeah, but that's like most games. It's the most competitive games.
Sure, but I mean like
It's like
also
how ranking works most
but
of the
also
time.
League of Legends just has like some of the highest like play rates. That's the thing. Is like
League of Legends is the most played like online game.
Yeah, so I'm saying like you would think that having that many hours in the game, people would like be able to get into the other ones because it just requires you to beat other people to get out of it. So you would think that like 50% of the game would be in bronze and 50% would not be in bronze. Cuz like 50% is better than the other 50%. But like cuz they don't artificially like limit how many people are in anyone. They do for Challenger. Challenger, there's only the top 100 players.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
Minecraft PvP.
That is, I don't get either.
That's a weird community of people. Where that's extremely complicated because there's like speed building, like speed bridging, all that crap.
Well, that's just, is that just Fortnite?
I guess it is. Yeah.
I hated when people when I was playing Fortnite for the first time, because I didn't play it when it first came out. When you would shoot someone and they build like a full 5-star hotel in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, dude, like that's the thing though. Like that mechanic is like not fun. Like that's like not fun to do.
Well,
you just
like
spaz out on your controller, like just like spinning it in circles while just like spamming buttons.
It was just it's such a weird mechanic for a shooter is the thing.
It was so bizarre. Like honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, before like that game just like became like a joke.
Yeah,
like, that was hilarious. Like that was actually hilarious when the game first came out. No one knew how to do it, but then just all of a sudden, as if like overnight, everyone just got like insanely good at just like speed building crap. And you're like,
it was 12
what is going on?
It was 12 year olds. Yeah. No, you put any video game in front of a group of people that just game for 5 hours every single night.
Yeah, you get home from school and you practice speed building, and you know that. I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, like that's the problem with. I mean, like some of these games where it's just like. That's just so much time just to like get really good at some just ridiculous mechanic. Like,
well, just the speed building mechanic is actually bizarre.
It's really it's bizarre. It's really weird. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like what?
I'm getting shot at. Quick, let me build a building.
I'm low on mats. I'm low on mats. I need to go chop down some more trees in this third-person shooter. What? You carry around a pickaxe and you get wood to build. What a weird game.
What a weird mechanic. Didn't they take that out though?
No, there's now a no building mode.
Oh, there's a no building mode. Okay.
There's a no building mode. Yeah.
See, I liked
equally. It's like equally as popular actually.
That's funny.
They like had like it like for the lore of Fortnite, which I you know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Lore? There's Thanos and LeBron as playable champions.
And then you know Travis Scott came down and was like massive and did a whole concert or whatever. Like, that's what I'm saying. Okay. That's that game. What?
It's just a company that's actually good at using pop culture. I think it genuinely is. I think it's the first like corporate thing that I could think of that's actually decent at using pop culture.
Well, I mean, Fortnite has just basically just said fuck it and just like we'll just add anything we want to this game, you know, like whatever. Like, you know? we gotta deal with Raisin Bran or something, you know. Let's make that a backpack bling for no reason, you know, or whatever. Like, oh yeah, you can carry around a box of Raisin Bran. Why not? We don't care.
Why not? Don't care.
This game has no art integrity anymore. You know,
It really doesn't. It really
one
doesn't.
of the character for one of the seasons was Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Nice.
Like, what?
Nice.
It's like game doesn't make any. This game doesn't make any sense.
Just Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, in like a spacesuit.
In a spacesuit.
Yeah, he was wearing a spacesuit. Like it was like a thing where like he like.
I've criticized this game before, but now Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the spacesuit.
Yeah, like it was like a big reveal when he took off his helmet and it was Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It was like, what?
Just Daft
like
Punk's his helmet.
It was like a whole big thing. Like he took off his helmet. It was like a reveal, and it was like, oh my god, he's the Watcher or whatever his code name was.
He's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I know one of my Gavin's brother still plays Fortnite.
Dude, I know a ton of people that still play Fortnite. I know like 30-year-olds that play Fortnite.
Dude, that is just not like a game that I have any intention on ever playing.
I think it's fine.
Ever
like
again.
Battle Royale games are fun because like you like quote beat 100 other people.
You don't.
I mean,
you'd
really,
like
you'd
maybe,
like 4.
You'd be like maybe 10 max.
But yes, like you did have the survival tactics.
Like 2 squads is like a good game.
Oh my god, dude! I have to date this. This is so funny. So LeBron just beat, like LeBron James, he just beat the record for most points scored, like in a career. Tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah. He was playing the game. Hold on. I have to check real quick. Lakers game.
Is that a laugh or is that like a video?
That's me laughing.
What happened?
Okay. It's the third quarter, right? I don't know much about basketball because I only played in high school, and high school rules are closer to college rules than NBA rules. So there's 4 quarters. I did not know that. I thought there were 2 halves, but there's 4 quarters, right?
Yeah.
It's the third quarter, and LeBron makes a 2-pointer to get the most points, Just scored ever. They legit just like full on stopped the game in the middle of the third quarter.
Wait, really? It's over?
No, they just like paused to like give him an award from the previous like first, like the previous like award, like the previous record holder like gave him an award and all this stuff. Like they did like an MVP ceremony with 50 seconds left on the third quarter. And the best part, Kevin, is that they came back on the court, played the last 30 minutes, and then played the last 40, and he lost the game.
That's pretty funny.
So, like, but what was insane to me, we were just like, me and my friend were like talking about it, is they legit just stopped the game mid-game. It's like if Tom Brady like broke his record for most touchdowns in a game, and they just like were like, okay, stop the entire game. We have to give him an award.
I mean, that is the most important thing about that game.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that
you
is
don't
like
just
stop historical. It's like the historical moment.
It is a
right?
historical moment. Of course it is.
Yeah, that's the historical moment. So they stop the game because that historical moment is kind of more important than the outcome of the game, I guess.
Sure,
and
but
also
it's
imagine if he does that and then he lost, which he did, but then they did the ceremony after.
That's fine, because it's
he would just be like, ah.
Yeah, but the game's over, and like he did it. He scored the most points.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of stupid.
It was really dumb to me. But then, like, the best part to me is like
I
don't know an insane amount about LeBron, but I know a lot of not LeBron fans that like think LeBron is a very good player, but like he gets a little too much hype. Because the idea is that like he is a star player, he absolutely is, but he's often on teams that are also just stacked with star players, which I would believe. Like that's happened in football tons of times. So like I cannot weigh in on this, but I did just Google like super quick who has the most points per game. So like actively playing the best every single time they get on the court, and it's just still Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
So like LeBron has just played more basketball. But that's like Tom Brady just holding every record for like most yards. I'm like, yeah, because the guy has played more football than any other quarterback.
It's probably why he doesn't want to stop. He wants to like make sure his records don't get broken ever.
Yeah, because it's just gonna be like you literally cannot play enough games.
Yeah, unless you play till you're however old.
Like Michael Jackson retired because he no longer like cared about the sport. Like that's why he retired.
Michael Jackson.
Sorry, Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson retired because he died and touched kids.
Michael Jackson retired because he died.
Touched kids. No. You forgot that.
Well, that happened first, and then he died.
Oh God, it was after.
He died, and then he touched kids, and then he retired.
He died, touched kids, and retired. Died, touched kids, retired. Oh no. Oh my God.
How did he do that? How did he do that?
Dude, how did he do that?
That's really fucked up, dude. Like, how did he do that?
How the frick did he do that? He died. And then he touched kids.
And then he retired.
And then he retired.
From what? What part?
What did he retire from? Touching kids. No. Which he didn't do till he died.
Somehow.
Oh my God.
I still don't know. Is that still like a theory? I know he's...
What, that he's alive?
Oh, no, he died. We already know that. Yeah. That was the first thing that happened.
Okay, what's the other theory?
Like, is the second part of that, like, has that been confirmed?
What, that he touched kids?
Yeah.
Okay, there was never a criminal case because the vast majority of evidence didn't come out until like
2 days ago. This new Michael Jackson biopic will glorify a man who abused children.
Because the vast majority of evidence didn't come out until after he was dead. And there's literally no point in having a case on a dead man. So it was like one of those cases where he was just like so popular that everyone who like did actually have issues, like he did actually touch, their family didn't talk about it until like after he was dead. The vast majority of them. Or they did talk about it and like settle out of court, which is not, it's not an admission of guilt, but it like, I don't know because I'm not a celebrity, but I would
also not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I would think that if I were
song, it's like I feel like Michael Jackson. Oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking about something else.
If I were, you're thinking about waking up in Chris Brown's body.
No, I'm thinking about that stupid song I was singing a little bit ago.
No, I think that if I were charged.
Oh my God, I forgot. That's what his name was.
What?
NBA stupid ass Black Flanders.
No. Okay. I would think if I were a celebrity and someone said I touched kids, I would at all costs deny that and go to court for it. And I think the only way that you settle out of court in that case, because like what is worse than actually being called a child molester, right? There's very
being one?
Huh?
What's worse than being called one? Being one?
Well, being one. I'm saying like what is worse to your reputation if you're innocent than like that? right? Like if you were actually innocent and like that's the rumor, I of course would spend so much money to prove myself innocent. That's horrible. Like that's if
Yeah.
I actually didn't do it.
And you're also Michael Jackson, so you have like a ton of money, right?
Yeah, so for settling out of court, to me it's always like, oh well, he just didn't want to deal with it. And I was just like, that's like the excuse, right? It's like you just don't want to deal with it because people are gonna like come out of the rafters and all this stuff. But I was like, they had legitimate evidence, so take it to court, prove that you didn't do it, and then leave. Like for the court, the ones that have like enough evidence, like where, because like he would just like send their family on vacation and then like spend a whole week with the boy in just his room.
Yeah, that's enough of this. I'm glad he.
I'm I'm not saying that he was proven guilty in a court of law. What I am saying is when you look at even the smallest amount of evidence, it's very doubtful he was innocent.
Didn't happen like a ton.
Oh yeah, a ton. And what's crazy is he would like fax the families.
God. Okay. I don't want. No more Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he retired because he died.
Let's get back to that as the one thing that we were saying.
He retired because he died and then touched kids.
So dumb.
No, Michael Jordan retired because he was just tired of the game. He was like, I don't want to play it anymore. I'm just the best player.
Yeah, I mean, like imagine just like being the best at something, kind of undisputed, forever. You know?
Well, I mean, what was crazy about Michael Jordan is he did like so many just absolutely crazy things that people still struggle to do now. Like, do you remember his like free throw dunk where he jumped from the free throw line to dunk it?
Jump man.
Like he does insane stuff. And he still just holds the record for most points scored per game on average. Like, so he's just the best basketball player still. Like, unless we're going for defense, but you don't win by blocking points, you win by making them. So, like, just insane. That's insane. So, like, I kind of get it. If I were at the absolute top of everything that I did, I would probably stop doing it.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay. I'm at a good point.
Just like, how many times do I have to prove that I'm the best?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, when you're at, like, you're the best, you know, the only thing that you could do is prove that you're better, or you just start becoming worse.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
And I get it. LeBron has been playing forever, and he's still, like, really good. He's still absolutely a fantastic ball.
It's a fantastic ball.
He's a fantastic basketball. Oh my god, a fantastic basketball player. But like,
what he does when he dribbles that player,
he's just not Michael Jordan, and that's the issue. Is like,
I mean, but he is also like, you know,
the most points
in multiverses.
So. Oh, he is. He is. You know what? He is in Space Jam 2.
And he's also
except
in
for the
Fortnite.
fact that Michael Jordan was in Space Jam 1, but
yeah.
No, that's gotta suck though. Like that sucks for me now. Like,
but you're not as good as Michael Jordan.
No, we're just at like I'm in science, right? And we're at a stage of science where we know a ton, and we know a ton of like on our planet stuff. We've kind of run out of the stuff that you can do by just looking at it. Like, we're out of that stuff. We don't, you know,
dig deeper into the earth.
Sure, but like we've come up with methods of like
How are we doing on that, by the way? I know you were gonna say something, but yeah, we still like what 7 miles? Not even, right?
Well, you just like
how many miles down have we gone?
Hit lava.
Not that soon.
Like there's the whole Earth crust.
Yeah, 7.67 miles is dug down.
I like that you like talked about it Like you're building a deck in the backyard. How are we doing on that, by the way?
I don't. I'm kind of curious if we made like I don't know maybe any progress on that.
I know, but
you know?
just the casual dude. Hey, how's your deck going? How's it going? This is like, have we dug to the center of the earth yet?
Hey, human race, how we doing on that largest hole ever dug?
How we doing on getting to Mars?
I
Come on,
actually kind
Elon.
of care more about digging deeper than Mars, gonna be honest.
I don't, because I just want to live in bubble.
I just think I'm kind of throwback to Terraria. I feel like there's something in there, you know. There's some metal or something, you know, some fuel down there that's
There
gonna
might
help us.
be.
There's gonna be some element that we haven't discovered yet that's in there, you know. And it's gonna be like, you know,
Possibly.
agnesionite, you know, or something. You know,
Possibly.
really
There's
bizarre.
there is I forget what his name is. There's a scientist that like predicted, you know how you might not know. I think you have this knowledge, but I don't feel bad if you don't cuz it's a radioactive thing. You know how lead is like the most stable?
The most stable
Yeah,
in comparison to everything else, or just
pretty much everything else, yeah. Well, actually the most stable is iron 56, but
what about the other 55?
No, so the basically there's a guy that way back in the day was looking at all the elements and he did some predictive math and he managed to predict a lot of the behavior of the periodic table, right?
Yeah.
And one of those things is what is like the most stable in a line of things or a column of things or whatever. And because of how nature works, certain atoms are way more stable than others. So like uranium 235 is super radioactive compared to uranium 238 because uranium 235 is way more unstable. It's way more likely to accidentally break itself. And everything that's radioactive on like the high end, so like past uranium and everything like that, eventually trends towards lead. That's kind of the point that I was saying. So they'll all break down and all that stuff. If they don't fission, because fission is splitting into two things that are roughly equal in size, so they'll jump way past lead. If they don't fission, they'll neutron capture, beta decay, whatever, alpha decay to lead, because lead is the most stable heavy element. You're right, Kevin, in the sense that there is technically supposed to be like a predictive. He predicted the last two before lead and also lead, and then there's supposed to be one after lead that's like 125 or something like that, and we've only gotten to 118. The issue is this: the further you get past like 100, the amount of time that those elements exist for plummets. Like unoctium 118, I think exists for like 2 picoseconds.
Oh.
So like when we
doesn't even make any sense.
well, it's so unstable. I'm gonna try to break it down to, because I'm gonna start using jargon and I hate using jargon.
Just pretend that picoseconds is just a minute.
I was trying to explain why they can't stick together for very long.
Oh yeah, make them bigger then. Not like that's my recommendation of making them stick together longer. I'm saying just like make it bigger so it's easier to.
Okay, so imagine you have a bunch of giant magnets, right?
Yep.
And you were trying to shove them together, but they're all the same magnet, so they're pushing each other apart. You know when you're like trying to shove the long end of magnets together?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Right? So there's a strong nuclear force that pulls all the crap together that beats the magnetism. But
Bunch of rope.
yeah, so you're tying it all together. But you
Ever
have
tried a drawstring bag?
But what happens is, Kevin, is when you're tying all the bowling magnets together, is that if you get enough bowling magnets, they just repel each other.
Yeah, it's too strong for the thing that was
For
too
the
strong.
rope.
It was
That was
this rope
previously
was strong
holding
enough
it.
to tie them together, but it was but the things were too strong to.
Yeah. So
yeah,
now
it became stronger.
So now there's that, and then there's also just like simply getting too many neutrons. So like non-magnets, it's just random bowling balls thrown into the magnet bowling balls. So it just gets weirdly lopsided and all this crap because the charge isn't perfectly distributed. So like one side is like really struggling to keep together, but the other side's fine because it's mostly bowling balls, not magnets. So
Gotcha.
that is the most simple way I can come up with it.
Makes sense. I mean, so they just last. Just because that's
when you have way too many magnets, the rope can't hold it anymore.
okay. So then the more magnets is the more unstable things are.
Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha. Or how strong the magnets are. Kind of either or.
It's how many. It's how many. Because
How many?
Because like protons are the magnets here. They're positively charged. They're all positively charged. And they're repulsing each other, but they're all in the nucleus. So they're all in a really tight space. And something else is holding them together other than magnetism. But the issue is once you get too many of them, there's just too much force. So one of them has to leave. Or half of them leave. But what you can do is if you take two balls, or two like groups of bowling balls tied together with ropes, and you shoot them at each other out of a cannon, for a brief second, they're sticking together.
Ah.
And that's what we do with the Hadron Collider.
Sounds fun.
So you just take giant atoms and you shove them into each other. And then for just a picosecond, which is 10 to the negative 12 seconds, it's like 1/1 trillionth of a second, there's a big atom.
It's gone.
And it's gone. Because the rope broke.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe
Just maybe. There's
maybe at the center of the Earth there's the stable version.
Yeah, that's. I mean, probably very unlikely. It's just a theory.
A game theory.
More so like a life theory. Also, side note, you like Star Trek?
Yeah.
Who's the captain?
Which Star Trek? So the very first episode ever was Captain Pike. That's the pilot of the original series. Then the original series got a different captain after the pilot episode, Captain Kirk. He's my favorite captain.
Like Picard?
And then in Picard was Next Generation, which was the TV series that came after the original series.
Okay.
Then there's Captain Sisko, which is Deep Space Nine, which was a totally different format for Star Trek, because originally they were episodic and had very little to do with each other. If episodes had something to do with each other, it was like one season there was an episode with a character, and then that character came back the next season. And those two episodes were linked, because you had to know stuff about the character from before. Khan is a great example of that.
I asked because I was wondering if Picard was named after the guy who went to the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Probably.
Jacques Picard.
Yeah. Picard in the show is named Jean-Luc Picard.
Okay, so probably.
He's Patrick Stewart. He's a chill captain. That series is the most boring. Deep Space Nine was awesome. Janeway is actually 100% the villain of her own story, Catherine Janeway. Very cool concept. She's pure evil.
Ha ha!
What?
He was named. Wait.
I'm running in circles. This isn't great. I should go to
Never
bed.
mind. He was not named after that Picard. He was
Oh.
named after a different Picard.
Well, I figured it was gonna be a French dude.
Swiss.
Oh, he's Swiss. In the show, he's French. And there's a whole like
twin Swiss physicist. So one's a physicist, inventor, blah 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 blah. The other's a chemist, engineer.
okay.
Twins.
There was a
I
cool
guess they're
dynamic
both-
with Captain Picard and I think his brother.
I don't know anything about Star Trek. I was just reading about Mariana Trench real quick.
I don't know. Star Trek is a really fun show, but the original series is so campy. It's bad. It's terrible.
I'm trying to find this diagram of the Earth, and then the 7.67 thing.
Just the whole.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like the diagram like from the side.
I feel
comparison.
like
How do we know?
7
how do we
miles
know?
is not that far, dude.
It's not. I know. I'm saying that's
Like,
nothing.
isn't it like
I'm saying that's-
2,000 miles thick or something like that? That's like not going to show up on a graph.
No, it's really funny. There was an image I think I saw at one point.
No, what were you saying about something? I was like, isn't the Earth super?
Oh, here it is.
thick? All right, let me see.
It's. Oh, this is nothing. This is not helpful at all. This is not the
Yeah,
diagram.
it's got to be like a dot, dude.
Lip.
'Cause, like,
It's like slightly smaller than the Yeah,
So like
it's-
1/100th is like hard to see on a graph.
It's 1.4 kilometers deeper than the Mariana Trench. Is the farthest we've gone.
So
we've gone
very
1.4
much not
kilometers
deep.
past. Yeah. I'm just. Yeah, because the upper mantle is 100 kilometers, right, or something like that.
I don't know, man.
I don't understand. I really wish I didn't get confused at kilometers.
Kilometers.
I know it's so
is
easy.
Just like
I mean, it's
basically
so much easier.
It's not. Oh, you mean like easier for science?
Yeah, makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
once you like.
it's just
pick-
it's not easier because the unit is better. It's easier because the unit system is in tens.
Yeah, it's meant to be. Yeah, it's meant to be all.
That's it.
Equal. You know.
Well, it's not
supposed to be made-
equidistance. It's just like okay, so
Made to
now
be
I have
easy to
to
understand.
I have
Like
to
when
use
you switch
liters, and I also like need liters to relate to meters. It's not like gallons and feet.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Because like 1 cubic liter is the same as like 1 liter. I don't remember the exact like dimension.
Four
but-
cups makes a quart,
Yeah, it's
And-
the imperial system is like actually
and 2
rough.
quarts makes a gallon.
I will say Fahrenheit 100% better
Somehow, right?
for everyday use.
Which one?
Fahrenheit.
I
So-
don't know. I mean, I don't
so-
actually know about that
Well,
because
so the
isn't
degrees-
0 freezing in Celsius?
Yes, and
That's the
100 is
scale, right?
boiling.
Yeah. So like,
I'm saying for everyday use, the ability to tell someone else how cold or hot you feel is so much easier on the Fahrenheit scale. Because the
Yeah.
Fahrenheit scale has more fine degrees. Like
it's
72
a
and
little-
74 are the same degree in Celsius, even though we feel them completely differently. I could tell you 100% the difference between 72 and 74 degrees.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Fahrenheit's more apt for like the human body, and then
Well,
Celsius is
That was
Like-
his intention, but he used it on cows because at the time it was like not usually. It was kind of taboo to
the
test.
plot of Fahrenheit 451.
What?
That book.
Never read it.
Neither did I. I don't think. I think I was supposed to.
Also,
maybe.
Kevin,
maybe
I,
I did read it in quotations.
I finished
in
the
school once.
majority of the exterior of the dwarf building. It looks sick.
Would love to check it out if my game ever would let me log in.
I'm just saying you could come check it out next time you're on, or just look at the stream.
I can also, I can just do that. You're right. I am just on Google this entire time.
I do want to, so sometime where I don't steamroll the conversation, because I'm really trying to get better at that, and I'm not good at it. Um, I really want to do AI stories with you.
AI stories. I don't know what that means.
So you and I just open a Google thing for an AI generated story, and we basically play Mad Libs where you just feed me information and I read you a story, and we just kind of go back and forth.
That could actually be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's actually very funny.
Okay, I'm watching the stream to see the. Ooh. You've just been walking in and out the doors for the last 20 seconds.
I know. I know. I've reached that point of the night.
Let's see if he ever turns around here. He's just walking trees. He's not turning. Oh, now he turned around. Oh, but he's not.
Yeah, the inside's not done, but like it's kind of done.
Yeah, looks nice. Oh, well done.
And then over here,
What's been neat? Was there gonna be like a mine?
it's gonna be my gunpowder farm and also the mine. So those indents in the floor that you'll see eventually are where I'm gonna have like you falling down to whatever level.
Me specifically?
Yeah, you personally.
Okay.
They're Kevin Vaders. Kevavaders actually is how they're pronounced.
Kevalators.
No, because that's like an escalator.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Kevavaders.
Kevator.
I'm gonna call it here for the stream. I really need to sleep.
What time is it?
It's late.
Damn.
Yeah, gamed far later than I wanted to, but I just didn't get tired until now. So I need to sleep while I can.
Yeah, I ate like a steak at like 11, and that kind of got me going.
Oh, food never gets me going. It's just like I was in bed.
Yeah.
And it had been an hour of me in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And